October is here and Social Security just moved to the front burner. A partial government shutdown, a delayed cost of living adjustment, and a forced switch away from paper checks are all hitting at once. Benefits are still going out, but the way you get paid, how future benefits are calculated, and who qualifies are all being tweaked behind the scenes. You'll hear a clip of Trump saying payments will continue. That part's true. Yet the service cuts and rule changes this month are where the real impact lands. Here's what's happening, what's changing, and how to stay ahead. Payments first. Benefits are being paid on time despite the shutdown because Social Security uses permanent appropriations, not the annual spending bill. Staffing is thinner. About 6,000 of roughly 51,000 SSA employees are furloughed. Field offices are open with trimmed services. You can still apply for benefits, file appeals, and report a death. You'll see more friction replacing Medicare cards, correcting earnings records, or getting proof of income letters, and the phones are slower. October schedule: SSI paid Wednesday, October 1st. If you started Social Security before May 1997, or you receive both Social Security and SSI, your payment went out Friday, October 3rd. Everyone else is paid by birth date. First 10th on Wednesday, October 8th, 11th, 20th on Wednesday, October 15th, 21st, 31st on Wednesday, October 22nd. Direct deposits usually land early morning. Any slight lag now is almost always a processing delay, not a missed payment. Paper checks are being phased out. As of September 30th, SSA stopped mailing checks for nearly all beneficiaries. Payments must go to direct deposit or the Treasury-backed Direct Express card. Electronic delivery is faster and more secure, but this is stressful for the approximately 500,000 people who still relied on paper, often without bank access. Limited waivers exist, for example, age 90 plus or no reasonable banking access, but most people must switch. Set up direct deposit or direct express now. Local libraries, senior centers, and community groups are running digital banking help days. They can walk through setup and reduce errors that cause delays. COLA next. The cost of living adjustment is usually announced mid-October. With the shutdown, the announcement may slip because the key inflation series comes from a furloughed Bureau of Labor Statistics. September's data, the final input in the formula, has already been collected, so the number should still post even if a bit late. Current estimates point to a 2.7%, 2.8% increase for 2026, about $54 more per month on a $2,000 benefit, to roughly $2,054 starting in January. Healthcare costs will bite into that raise. The Medicare trustees project the standard Part B premium moving from $185 to about $206.50 next year. That could absorb most or all of the average COLA for some retirees. Part D premiums are also expected to climb from around $35 toward $50 per month. COLA offsets inflation, but after healthcare adjustments, it doesn't always stretch far. Modernization inside SSA continues alongside the shutdown. A new commissioner, Frank Bessignano, is pushing tech-forward changes. That's arriving with fewer staff, longer call center waits, and a recent whistleblower claim about data handling during a system migration. SSA says records are secure, but the report raised concerns, especially with automation expanding and headcount tighter. For those who rely on a human on the phone, the shift feels bumpy. Policy changes hitting this year. The windfall elimination provision, WEP, and government pension offset, GPO, have been repealed. Those rules reduced Social Security for many teachers, firefighters, and public employees who also had pensions from non-Social Security jobs. With the penalties gone, many are seeing larger checks, and some received retroactive lump sum adjustments for 2024. A separate rule under review could change disability approvals. Age currently weighs into SSDI eligibility because it affects the ability to adapt to new work. The proposal would remove or raise that age factor, making approvals harder for some older applicants. Supporters say it modernizes outdated standards. Critics warn it could push disabled seniors into early retirement or onto lower support programs. It isn't in effect yet, but it's moving through the process. The trust fund picture? The combined Social Security trust funds are projected to run short by 2033. Ideas on the table include raising the payroll tax cap so higher earners contribute more. That could buy time, but isn't a full fix. Outcomes still hinge on workforce size, longevity, and growth. Benefits are safe for now, yet each year without action makes the eventual fix more complex. What to do right now? Confirm your payment method. Switch from paper to direct deposit or direct express and double-check routing and account details. Log into your My Social Security account. Use it to monitor payments, update contact info, and catch issues early. Watch for the COLA announcement later this month. It sets your January benefit. If you depend on Medicare, pencil in higher Part B and possible Part D premiums when you budget for 2026. Bottom line, October brings on-time payments, leaner service, a forced move away from paper checks, a modest COLA that may be eaten by premiums, and evolving rules that change how claims are processed. You'll hear the reassuring headline, Trump clip here, that benefits continue. They do. But the meaningful changes this month are in delivery, costs, and eligibility. Staying set up electronically, checking your online account, and budgeting for higher healthcare premiums are the best ways to stay ahead. Stay informed, plan a step early, and you'll keep disruption to a minimum.